Salut à toutes et à tous, c'est Jérém. On se retrouve sur Red Dead Redemption. Nous allons commencer la première mission. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner à ma chaîne si ce n'est pas déjà fait, à partager et également liker. Je vous souhaite à toutes et à tous un très bon visionnage. Nous jouons en mode normal. Créer une nouvelle sauvegarde. Continuer. Le jeu tourne en 60 images par seconde. Le jeu est sorti en 2010, les amis. Sur PlayStation 3 ainsi que Xbox 360. Et également sur PlayStation 4. Le jeu est en anglais, sous-titré en français.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money. and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Nous voilà arrivés.
I don't feel too good.
Le temps que je prends bien en main les touches.
Mr. Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I don't think so.
Suivez Jake jusqu'aux chevaux. Il est beau, lui.
That's what you keep saying. Are you walking to Fort Mercer, Mr. Marston? All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Maybe your lips got
I ain't had a decent crop in years, but looking at you, I feel something growing.
Montez ces triangles là.
Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Whoa there.
If you say
Slow
so.
up. Let's go.
J'étais parti déjà bien avant, en avance. On part à lui.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most reading back to you. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long
Alors sachez que je
time.
n'ai
Are
jamais
you planning on spending any
fait le
time
jeu
in
complètement,
Armadillo,
les amis.
Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company,
Donc
you
pour ma
can do
part,
a
c'est un
lot
plaisir
worse
de
than
le partager
Armadillo.
avec vous.
Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing. Yeah.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Whoa.
You. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Je suis actuellement sur la PlayStation 5, les amis.
Bill, I've come for you. Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Nouveaux amis, vieux ennemis.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. You see my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Bien, bien, bien. Alors, rejoignez Bonnie. Le jeu est vraiment magnifique. On sent l'ambiance western.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Maintenez rond pour regarder les personnages.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Come on.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Là, elle nous fait faire le tour un peu des environs.
Changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Whoa there.
Ah oui, forcément, quand on regarde la grange, on
Slow
prend
down.
And here we are.
les
back at
arbres,
the house.
les pierres.
Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Attachez votre cheval. Comment? Voilà.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Oh, je l'ai fait tomber sans le feu voir.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Come on.
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. Nice shooting.
Ça se met devant.
You got one. I can already smell that rabbit stew. Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Come on.
Come on, boys. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. That coyote won't be back.
Ah, mais se met devant aussi. Ah, ça va pas, faut que je descende. À cheval, ça va pas.
You handled yourself well. I thought we was gonna lose some chickens for sure.
J'aime pas tuer les bêtes, hein, mais là dans le jeu, je n'ai pas le choix. Ouais, ils ont tué au moins une poule. Deux poules. On va récupérer notre cheval.
Go!
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure.
But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Bon, au début c'est un peu long, mais après il y aura de l'action, les amis, hein. Rassurez-vous. J'ai pas fait le jeu entièrement, mais je connais un peu le jeu.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Pour ce vous pouvez dormir dans le lit de votre chambre. Bah, c'est ce que nous allons faire. Ok. Bon, on va aller d'abord chercher des munitions. Ah, si on peut. Changer de tenue. Pour l'instant, nous ne pouvons pas changer de tenue puisqu'on n'en avons que celle-ci. Allez, on va sauvegarder. Changer de tenue, normalement on peut pas, hein. On va pas la deuxième, mais on va pas la mettre. On va regarder celle qu'on a actuellement. Ok, donc sur notre mini carte, nous avons le B. Comme quoi qu'il y a une mission à faire avec Bonnie. Nous allons nous rendre chez Bonnie pour faire la carte. Bonnie, elle est où? Elle est ici, donc à côté. Gracias.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
Alors, on va essayer de tourner entre 1 heure et 2 heures de vidéo, les amis. Ça sera pareil pour chaque épisode.
Let's go.
On the count of three.
3, 2, 1, go!
I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Ah ouais. Faut que je prenne la main sur les courses. On va essayer de couper pour la rattraper. Ah ouais. C'est l'endurance du cheval, les amis, qui fait ça. Bon, nous allons perdre, mais c'est pas grave, hein, c'est pas bien méchant. La barre bleue, c'est l'endurance du cheval, je pense. J'ai pas bien fait attention tout à l'heure. Et oui, Pony est déjà arrivé, je pense. Malheureusement, je n'ai pas bien pris la main sur l'endurance du cheval. Je varie en appuyant sur croix. J'accélère un peu, etc. Wow, 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 wow. Là, j'ai fait nimp. Bon, on va commencer au point de contrôle. Bon, allez, on va recommencer la mission, les amis.
3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about
Forcément, Booney, son endurance, elle est... elle a une très belle endurance. Ce qui n'est pas mon cas. Moi, il faut que je varie un peu.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be!
Let's go, Miss McFarland! Would you like me to slow down? How you doing back there? Come. Neck and neck, Miss McFarland! Hey! Try to stay with me now!
Pour l'instant, ça se joue à pas grand chose. Là, j'ai plus d'endurance, donc il faut que je laisse remonter mon endurance.
Go!
Ce qui n'est pas si facile, en sachant qu'elle est pas loin de nous.
Let's pick up the pace!
Yeah!
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland!
Come on, Mr. Marston!
T'inquiète, je te suis à la trace, ce coup-ci. On va essayer de
Watch your
pas
learn, miss!
tomber dans au niveau du pont.
Should I wait for you to catch up? Are you saving the best for last?
Ah, j'ai plus d'endurance aussi.
Come on!
Nous sommes tombés ici tout à l'heure. Hein.
I thought you said you could ride!
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
This is gonna be close! You're gonna wear that horse out!
J'ai plus d'endurance encore un coup.
Let's go!
Bon, nous sommes juste derrière Bonnie, mais c'est pas grave.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Allez, nous allons faire la mission suivante.
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
Alors, monter sur le chariot. Ok.
What exactly are you waiting for?
Bon. Ah, il faut aller de l'autre côté. je pense.
Can we stop wasting time and get on with it, please?
Allez, go.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so.
Il affiche tout quoi en haut en gauche, mais j'ai pas le temps de les lire, en sachant que
Have you ever
je suis
given
occupé
up
à
hope
conduire
altogether?
le chariot.
It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country, where the old ways still hold true. You do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. You do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized drivel out of? Those days are long gone, if they were ever here at all. According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost at cards. We'll be lucky if our ranch survives another 5 years. Businessmen are the new cowboys. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
I heard that cougar tugged 3 lawmen the other week. Don't you ever stop jawing?
Les amis, on va s'arrêter là car je dois m'en aller. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner à ma chaîne hein, si ce n'est pas déjà fait, à partager également, liker. On se retrouve très très vite pour de nouvelles aventures sur Red Dead Redemption. Ciao ciao.